In today's Flip It and Thrift It video, or should I say Thrift It and Flip It video, we are going shopping at my local Goodwill. So let's hop in the car and get ready to have some fun. It's a crazy day for thrifting because it's 100 degrees. The cicadas are screaming. There's crepe myrtles all over the top of my van. And I thought since I'm home for vacation, we should do a little Thrift It and Flip It. Here's a quick little moment for the crepe myrtle. I absolutely love those trees. They're in full bloom right now and look fantastic. Let's head off to the Goodwill in Short Pump. This is my go-to thrifting store because it's in a really well-maintained, good area of Richmond. I think they get a lot of great stuff. I find that the things at this Goodwill are better than some of the others that I visit in the city. So that is my thrifting tip for you. If you're looking for a Goodwill that has good stuff, you need to go to a higher end area of your city to find those items. Tons of stuff here new with labels. Check out this little gravy warmer. This thing is fantastic. I almost bought it. This glassware was new and in the box for $4, with a lid even. You could just grab some straws and you would be good to go for any backyard party. The glassware at my local Goodwill is marked at 99 cents a piece, unless it has a tag on it that says more, if it's something a larger item. All of the glass that you see here is 99 cents. These little teacups remind me of Beauty and the Beast. They look exactly like the cups from Beauty and the Beast. So cute. As you can tell, I'm easily distracted, but I'm here to find something to flip today. And I found this gorgeous wood tray. The price is right and the size is great. I just wonder if I could really paint it and make it look better because it looks pretty good as is. But it's an option. They have the cutest little espresso cups. Look how adorable these are. So cute if you had a coffee bar. And to be honest, for some reason, the cups in this Goodwill are always the best. I feel like I should start a collection because I'm always finding the cutest ones. These two little matching sets were $4 a piece and they are vintage. And up next, I found one piece of ceramic bowls. This is definitely handmade, and when I flipped it over, you could see a signature. And then I looked a little closer. There was a literal collection from this same artist across the entire shelf. Probably about 10 pieces in total that I found, and I really like them, but I don't need them, so I did not buy them today. Here is a fun little Captain America, very cute. I've bought cups like that before, and let me tell you, don't put them in the microwave because they get insanely hot. This was an amazing find if you're into camping or you have a motorhome or a trailer because these dishes were all metal and in 100% great condition. Up next was a beautiful bowl. I was loving the color on this piece. Now, if there was a set of two, I would have bought it, but it was only one. As well, there was beautiful vintage china, which I am starting to buy because I bought some tile cutters and I plan on starting a mosaic hobby. I mean, I don't need another hobby, especially one that's probably going to make a giant mess, but I'm going to do it anyways, so stay tuned for that. All right, first candidate right here for my Thrift It and Flip It challenge. This is a perfect box to upcycle and make something fun with. And I fell in love with this glass pedestal. What would you use that for? I think it would look gorgeous for baking and maybe a tea party. Part of why I love going to Goodwill is the thrill of the hunt. You never know what you're going to find. And 9 times out of 10, I go with an idea in mind of like furniture or smalls or decor, and I find something else that's totally amazing. In the furniture section, I did find a couple of options. I love this desk, but it's already painted, and I hate doing painted items. It makes my job so much harder. But I did find this. Look at the size of this beautiful piece of art. Originally, this would be used to hold photos, postcards, etc. But I think if I dismantle it, I could make something really cool out of this piece. They had some amazing brand new art at the store today. Either somebody donated a bunch or a store donated a bunch. Do I need this pink and blue framed photograph? I do not. But I'm going to buy it anyways because it's fantastic and it's brand new with the tags on the back. Funny story about the next thing you're going to see here, 2 tables that I actually donated these to the Goodwill about 3 weeks ago. They're broken, the drawers don't work, and I just didn't want to take them on. So here you go, happy shopping thanks to me at the Goodwill. Up next was this big, beautiful dresser. It was priced at around $90, which is totally worth it because it is in pristine condition. Even the inside of the drawers were lined with velvet. The same dresser that I saw a few weeks ago is still hanging out here because of its condition. The drawers really don't work. There's missing pieces of wood. I mean, it's an option. I just don't want to put that much effort into a project today. But it is a beautiful tall dresser, solid wood. Somebody should scoop this up. I'm always in the wood aisle. There's always fun things to see here. Today I was amiss though. I didn't find anything that I wanted to buy. But I did find this box, which I heavily considered. But if you look really close at it, the edges are rough hewn and it's just not in the best condition. I did put it in the cart. I did put it in there, but I ended up taking it out because of the condition of the sides of it. The lock really didn't work and it just wasn't exactly what we're going for today. There's always great baskets here at the Goodwill. They're usually around $3.99. And I found these beautiful lanterns, which match my brand new patio set, but I did not buy them. A handy tip for you is if you're looking for candles, you know that the Goodwill always has really great candles for like a fraction of the cost that it would normally be at the store. If you look behind, look, more pottery from that same artist. I ended up actually Googling the name that was on the back of all of that pottery because it was so pretty. I wanted to see who created it, and it turns out it's a local artist from here in Richmond, Virginia. Somebody either cleaned out their collection or maybe these are ones that she just couldn't sell. Tiny little jump scare for you. There's always some scary babies at the Goodwill, and let's go over my cart. Okay, so the wood box, I did put it back. It just wasn't going to work for what I was going for today. Cute project piece of $4, but I did end up passing. I found some beautiful art. This art, again, brand new with tags, and this was like an embroidery style piece. It was gorgeous. I left it there, but I did take this one. This is just a beautiful gold frame. I plan on taking this home with me and actually painting art and putting it inside. It'll probably be a personal piece or maybe even a photograph. There was a 1970s style fondue kit. So fun. But let's go over my cart. So what actually is coming home with me today? Well, that large piece of wood that would hold postcards or photos. I'm getting that for $9.99. I also have a brand new canvas that I can use for art at $3.99, as well as the photo that was pink and blue at $4.99. I considered this for charcuterie, but I ended up putting it back. Overall, I think there was a ton of great stuff at the Goodwill today. I'm definitely taking that little box. I'm going to make it into something apothecary. Here's my frame with that beautiful gold on the edges. My $4 brand new canvas for art upcoming, as well as that gorgeous $4.99 print with the tags on it. And of course, that really large piece of frame that is actually broken, but that's okay. I'm going to dismantle it, take it apart, and we're going to create some art today. Okay, first up, you're going to take off all of the stickers and take off those pieces of twine. I'm not going to keep it as its intended use. I'm going to actually be upcycling this into a piece of art since the panels in the back kind of look like shiplap to me. After you remove all of those little pieces of twine and little paper clips, I want you to clean it really well with White Lightning. Cleaning your projects before you start is always recommended. So if you know me at the Top Drawer RVA, you know that I am a furniture artist, but that doesn't mean that I don't do art on other things as well. I get a lot of requests for my art, and I actually do sell my work. I'm a big fan of nature art, so whether it be birds or fields or landscapes, this is kind of my favorite way to paint. And using a frame that only cost me $9 is the perfect way to upcycle something from the Goodwill. For some visual interest on my painting, I'm going to be doing a little bit of mixed media by adding some gold leaf. I picked up this gold leaf for $3.99 at my local Hobby Lobby, and to apply it to my project, I'm going to be using a gloss clear coat. Using a gloss clear coat is a lot less sticky and it dries much quicker than using Mod Podge. So I'm just going to gently use my gloss to accent certain areas, especially around where the sun is either rising or setting, and then apply the gold leaf over top. Once it's dry, you can vacuum off that excess gold leaf and you're left with a beautiful mixed media piece of art. Not only do I add gold leaf to my projects, a lot of pieces get ripped up vintage music paper. I use that a lot in combination with the gold leaf. But for this piece today, I'm just going to be accenting my landscape with a little bit of sparkle and gold leaf around the sun. Also, handy dandy tip, grab your vacuum cleaner when you're playing with gold leaf because this stuff gets messy and you're going to find it all over your studio for weeks afterwards. After I have removed all of the excess gold leaf, I can come in and add any of my waxes. I sometimes like to wax the edges of the frame since I paint over top of the edges. It's just kind of a technique that I've been doing for a while to make things look a little bit older. So I'll come in with a little bit of black wax around the corners, and then I will seal the entire project with Dixie Belle's Satin Clear Coat or Gator Hide, depending on what you have handy. Both have a nice low luster shine. I added in a little bit more gold with my Moonshine Metallics. This is Gold Digger. It has a shine to it that I know you're not really seeing here on camera, but when you look at a piece of art and you look at it from different angles, it's going to catch the light and make your painting really pop. So that, my friends, is pretty much it. I've taken you on my thrifting trip to my local Goodwill here at Short Pump, Richmond, Virginia. I have grabbed some pieces of decor. I still have to flip that little tiny box. Stay tuned for that. And I've upcycled it into a gorgeous piece of art. And if you're ever looking to purchase any of the items you see me flipping, painting, etc., you can find my work located at Belle & Co., which is on West Broad Street here in Richmond, Virginia. Thanks for going thrifting with me today. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next week.